All right, this is your Midco Sports Network recap. Tom Neal along with Hank McCall here at Coughlin Alumni Stadium in Brookings. The South Dakota Showdown Series goes to the Jackrabbits again. SDSU beats USD 37-14. So since they've renewed the rivalry here in the last 3 years, the Jackrabbits have won them all and really got going early on. The South Dakota State University offense, Hank, over 500 yards again in this game with Austin Sumner back at quarterback. They are just rolling teams offensively right now.
Yes, indeed, they are. It's good to see number 6 back and healthy and really in a groove. I equate playing quarterback. It's very similar to being a jump shooter in basketball. You can get hot, and right now Austin Sumner is hot. Zach Zenner, obviously, he's doing what he's doing, and the reason those two guys are able to have the success that they are having right now is because of the way the big boys are playing up front on the offensive line for SDSU. They are in sync after struggling early on in the season to really to find a groove themselves as a collective unit. But right now, those guys are on point, and Austin and Zach and the boys on the outside are flourishing because of it.
The offensive unit playing as a unit, absolutely. As they get rolling early in this game, they get up 21-0 in the first quarter. Zach Zenner, this was after a big pitch and catch from Sumner to Winnicky. Zach Zenner, a 10-yard touchdown run to put the Jacks up 7-0 on their opening drive. Middle of the first quarter, Sumner on the second drive goes to Jason Schneider for a touchdown to make it 14-0. Schneider had 4 catches for 85 yards. And then Sumner to Jake Winnicky for a score, 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. Coyotes came back after South Dakota State got up 24-0. Miles Bergner missed his first field goal of the year. It was still 24-0. Zenner scores on a swing pass from Sumner to make it 31-0. USD started moving the ball, but could not stick it in the end zone. The Jacks stop him on 4th and goal. And then the only turnover of the game right here, a Jerian Butler interception, takes it right out of the hands of Eric Schuford. And that's another thing the Jackrabbits have done in this 3-game winning streak. Take the ball away, don't turn it over. Offensive line playing well. Defense played well enough today, and the offense just carried the load, especially in the first half here, 31-0 at halftime.
You bet. When we were coming into the season, we understood that with such a young defensive unit, this offense was going to need to score 30 points a game in order for them to be able to compete with the Illinois States and the North Dakota States of the Missouri Valley Conference. Well, right now, this offense is clicking just as everybody in SDSU land would have hoped that it would have from day one. But everybody's healthy now, so they're good to go. And the defense they're making plays when they need to. They're giving up yards, sure, but you saw it today until the fourth quarter when the reserves came in. They kept the Coyotes out of the end zone and really pitched a shutout, which is exactly what you aim to do every single week.
All right, 31-0 at the half, and we get into the second half. And we heard Joe Glenn, the Coyote head coach, say, we just want to win the second half. They did outscore the Jacks after Justin Siravatka hit a couple of field goals to make it 37-0. Kevin Earl went to Eric Schuford for a touchdown, 37-7 at that point. Here's another catch by Jake Winnicky for the Jacks. He had 6 more catches, 177 yards and a touchdown. But Drew Potter, first carries of the year for him for USD. He goes 8 carries for 103 yards, and then the touchdown here to Schuford to make it 37-7. The numbers for Kevin Earl passing 20 out of 44, 226 yards for the Coyotes. And you see Potter again, the Jackrabbit D wanted no part of him, and he got going downfield. But again, he goes over 100 yards. The Yotes rush for 184 yards in the ball game. Good sign for them. Ryan Sager comes in, goes to Hale there for a touchdown. But here are the final numbers. 547 yards again for South Dakota State. 395 of those passing for Austin Sumner. He's got 750 yards and 9 touchdowns in the last 2 games here. And the Jackrabbits get their 8th win of the season. They go to 8-4, and we think that they are back in the playoffs again this year with that 8-4 record.
Certainly appears as if those 8 wins are going to be enough with the way things shook out in the conference tonight, that tomorrow morning when they wake up at 10 a.m. Central Time, they're going to have an idea as to just where they're going to be headed in the 2014 playoff picture. A place at the table is all that you could ask for at this point in the season. You're not conference champions. You missed out on that goal. Well, hey guys, push it aside. Let's move on to the next one, which is the ultimate goal.
And they're playing very well right now.
Absolutely. No better time to be playing your best football than right now at the end of the season when it all matters.
All right, could be a playoff game here at Coughlin Alumni Stadium. We'll see where the Jacks end up. They beat South Dakota here in the Showdown Series 37-14. And that is it for your Midco Sports Network wrap.